Have you ever walked into church, looked around, and thought, wow, these people are just as messed up as I am? If so, congratulations, you've officially discovered one of the most important truths about the church. It's not a museum for perfect people. It's a hospital for the broken. And I don't know about you, but I need that hospital every single week. Now, I get it. For some of you, even the word church brings up mixed feelings. Maybe you've been hurt. Maybe someone said something cruel in the name of God. Maybe a leader disappointed you. Or maybe you've just seen hypocrisy up close. And you're thinking, if this is what church is like, why even bother? Let's pause right there, because this is where a lot of people quietly check out of faith. And I want to tell you something upfront: your pain is real. The wrongs done to you are real. But here's the good news: your hurt does not come from Jesus. If we take a quick trip back to Genesis 3, the moment everything went sideways, we see that God's perfect creation was broken by human sin. And here's the kicker: that same brokenness shows up in every church today. Imperfect people make imperfect decisions. The church will always be a bit messy, because we are messy. But here's the part I love: God isn't scared off by our mess. In fact, He chooses to work through it. Think about it: Jesus picked disciples who argued about who was the greatest, who doubted, who denied Him. And yet He still built His church through them. So maybe the real question isn't why is the church so broken, but why does God still choose to work through broken people? And the answer? Because His grace is bigger than our flaws. Let's be honest: if the church was perfect, none of us could be part of it. I know I couldn't, you couldn't, your pastor couldn't, and that's actually good news. Because the church isn't built on how good we are, it's built on how good God is. Now, does that mean we just excuse bad behavior or ignore hurt? Absolutely not. Jesus calls His people to live differently. But when people fail, and they will, we have a choice. We can either walk away and let bitterness grow, or we can look beyond imperfect people to the perfect Christ. And here's where it gets practical. If you've been hurt by the church, healing often starts with forgiveness. Not because what happened was okay, but because holding on to that pain keeps you stuck. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it does free your heart to move forward. And for those of us still in the church, we need to remember we are the imperfect people someone else is struggling to forgive. So maybe we lead with humility. Maybe we stop trying to act perfect and start pointing people to the only one who is. So the next time you think the church is full of hypocrites, you're right. It is. And so is the grocery store, the office, the gym, anywhere humans gather. But here's the difference: in the church, God is actively transforming those hypocrites, step by step, into something new. Friend, don't let the imperfections of people keep you from the perfect love of God. The church may be flawed, but the Savior it points to is flawless. If this resonates with you, I'd love for you to stick around. We talk honestly about faith, doubts, and life here. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And before you go, check out the video in the end screen. It dives deeper into how God brings beauty out of brokenness. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: God's plan hasn't failed yet, and He's not starting with you.